Hello everyone, and welcome to this webinar. In this series of webinars, we will tell you more about the basics of the B Impact Assessment. In this webinar, we will focus on three topics. The first one is registration, creating your account for the B Impact Assessment and getting started. The second one is track drivers. There are different assessment versions and you want to make sure to select the right drivers to access the question set that best fits your company. Third, we will explain how you can add team members to your B Impact Assessment. However, before we jump in, first a quick why. There are three main reasons why companies elect to work with the B Impact Assessment. This is either because they are interested in B Corp certification, or because they want to use the free assessment tool to evaluate their impact performance, or because they want to offer the B Impact Assessment to other companies that they work with. Of course, a combination of these three reasons is also possible. Now for the first topic, registration. To create an account, please go to app.bimpactassessment.net. This link will redirect you to the login screen. If you do not have an account yet, you can sign up through the link in the bottom of the screen. Once you click the Register Here button, you will start by filling out your personalia. Then you fill out information about the name of your company and where it is located. Next, you fill out information about the key activities of your company in the industry in which this takes place. Lastly, you fill out information about the size of the company and your role within the company. Once you fill out this last bit of information, your account is created. Congratulations! You can now get started with measuring what matters. The second topic we will be discussing is track drivers. The information you input during registration determines the assessment track that will be selected. There are more than 100 assessment tracks in the B Impact Assessment to account for differences between different types and sizes of companies. There are three main factors that determine the track that is selected: the market where your company is incorporated, the sector and industry in which it is active, and the company size. For the track driver market, there are three main distinctions. The first one is Developed USA, for all companies in the United States of America. The second is Developed Global, for all companies in Western Europe, Canada, Australia, and parts of Asia. Lastly, there is the track for companies in emerging markets, such as Latin America, Africa, and most of Asia. If your company has multiple offices, please select the country in which your company's headquarters is located. For sector and industry, there are 5 distinctions that determine the selected track. The first is agriculture. This is applicable for companies that grow crops or harvest raw materials. The second is manufacturing. This is applicable for companies that produce goods or intermediate products. The third is wholesale. This is applicable for companies that do not have own production but sell goods to or through stores. Then there are 2 distinctions for service companies. Please note, if your industry has a low environmental footprint, such as consultancy, or a high environmental footprint, such as transportation, and select your sector accordingly. Industry is not as relevant for track drivers, though some may trigger a few additional questions. The last track driver is size. This is based on the number of workers of the company. Workers include all people on payroll of the company or those that work exclusively for the company. Freelancers should be included if they work more than 20 hours for the company over a period of more than 6 months. Select the size of your company based on the headcount of your workers. If you do not have any workers on payroll, please select the 0 workers track. Likely, some of you have already created an account at the time of watching this webinar. If you want to check if you are working on the right assessment track, you can find this information in the login screen of the B Impact Assessment. If this information is incorrect, you cannot change the assessment track yourself. Instead, please contact your local B-Lab office. For European companies, please contact info@bcorporation.eu. By now, you should be able to set up your account on the B Impact Assessment. To get started, maybe you want to include some of your colleagues. Although the assessment is initially linked to a single user, you have the option to invite additional team members to your account. To invite your colleagues to your account, please find the Settings option in the menu on the left-hand side. Here you will find an option that is called Team Members. Click the Add icon to add a team member. Fill out their contact details and they will receive an email with an invitation to set up their own login. Simply click Add and they will be added to the account. Once you have sent out an invitation, all users of the assessment are displayed on the screen. In addition to inviting new team members, you can also add additional information about your company. This will be helpful for the B-Lab team in case you require additional support. To do so, please select the Settings option in the menu on the left-hand side and go to Company Profile. This is the end of the first webinar on the B-Impact assessment. Thank you for tuning in. To continue your B Corp journey, we encourage you to watch the other webinars as well. In case of any questions, reach out to your local B-Lab office.